up to 70% of people don't respond to generic health strategies because their bodies, their genetics, their metabolism, their biochemistry is unique as our fingerprints, or maybe they're getting the wrong guidance. Now, your genetics do determine how you burn calories, how you burn fats, absorb vitamins, and respond to exercise. Your gut microbiome influences your energy, your immunity, your mood, your metabolism, your hormones. Your blood markers reveal silent deficiencies, inflammation, early signs of imbalance, even before you feel symptoms. Your heart rate variability, or HRV, and sleeping patterns show how your body handles daily stresses, recovery, and regenerates. Hello, everybody. Kris Gethin here, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Kris Gethin Podcast. Now, today I'm going to be talking to you about dialing in your goals using DNA, blood tests, and wearables that help you basically build the ultimate personalization in nutrition and, of course, your fitness plan and obtaining your goals. Now, when I was getting into training and over the years, a lot of it was instinctive. A lot of it was trial and error, following other people's programs, but you'd kind of fall short when you'd follow maybe a favorite bodybuilder's program, their nutritional protocol and supplement plan, and it didn't work for you. Now, today it is completely different. I really, really wish that the technology, the biohacks, the quantification that's available now was then, because I could only imagine what I would have been able to achieve with my physique, but I'm experiencing it now. I'm 50 years old, nearly 51, and I feel that I'm able to obtain a leaner physique, a better physique, a healthier physique than I did like 20 years ago. So imagine finally understanding exactly what your body needs to thrive, and not just generic health advice, but science-backed data, a data-driven strategy made for your DNA, your daily life style, and your goals. And that's the breakthrough that's transforming the health, fitness, and health span industry for thousands of people right now. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into why personalized nutrition supplementation training powered by DNA testing, blood report analysis, continuous blood glucose monitors, biological age testing, HRV, and advanced sleep wearables that are the next evolution for anyone serious about their results that actually last. So welcome to the future of real effective health, where your unique biology isn't just acknowledged, it's the foundation for everything you do. And someone who's helped countless of clients online using these powerful tools, I'm excited to share with you, not just tell you about this revolution, but show you step by step how it works, what kind of transformations are truly possible, and how you can now actually be a part of it. So let's talk about why one size fits all health advice is outdated. And this is the simple truth. Almost all popular health and diet trends are built on averages, and you are anything but average. If you failed on quote unquote miracle diets, wasted hundreds on supplements, or worked out relentlessly with few results, you're in the majority. Up to 70% of people don't respond to generic health strategies because their bodies, their genetics, their metabolism, their biochemistry are as unique as our fingerprints, or maybe they're getting the wrong guidance. Now, your genetics do determine how you burn calories, how you burn fats, absorb vitamins, and respond to exercise. Your gut microbiome influences your energy, your immunity, your mood, your metabolism, your hormones. Your blood markers reveal silent deficiencies, inflammation, early signs of imbalance, even before you feel symptoms. Your heart rate variability, or HRV, and sleeping patterns show how your body handles daily stresses, recovery, and regenerates. Now, let's talk about the science of personalization and what makes the difference. And number one, I think I'd like to really start with is DNA testing. Now, I use comprehensive DNA analysis with all of my VIP plus clients to spotlight their genetic advantages, their risks, optimal nutrition, exercise approaches, because your DNA can show if you're better suited to endurance, power training, which influences a workout structure, maybe sensitivities to dairy, gluten, caffeine, fats, how efficiently you metabolize vitamins like B12 and D and minerals like calcium and iron. I can see if you have a predisposition to conditions like insulin resistance, how to prevent them. And this empowers a custom diet, supplement approach, and fitness plan. It's not all guesswork. It's a blueprint for next level precision. But I do take it with a grain of salt. I think there's something to be said to science-backed data and what really works in the trenches and kind of going by instinct to a certain degree. So I like to have a hybrid approach to this. Let's talk about number two, comprehensive blood panels. Through extensive blood panels, like I track everything from cholesterol, triglycerides, micronutrient status, and hormonal levels. So early warnings of inflammation, of stress, cortisol or nutrient deficiencies. I like to track improvements and seeing markers shift as your plan takes effect. And then safety, ensuring that nutrition or supplement plans are right for you and nothing is missing or excessive. And when I review these panels, it could be every 90, every 180 days, I can adjust those plans as the body evolves and not just when you feel like something's right. Let's talk about CGMs, continuous blood monitors, glucose monitors. I've been wearing these since 2017 and I love them. Back then, I used to go and see a doctor that would prescribe me one of these. It cost me like $700 because obviously I'm not a diabetic, but now you can easily get them and I absolutely love them. And many clients, including myself, are kind of shocked what a CGM reveals because those quote unquote healthy foods or healthy carbs or routines that silently spike blood sugar and harm energy levels now become apparent. And by wearing a CGM, you get real-time feedback on individual meals, sleep, stress, workouts, how caffeine has an effect, actionable data like hidden triggers for cravings, fatigue, or plateaus. And then you can make micro adjustments by tweaking food timing, maybe the composition, the order that is eaten, or exercise to see those results. So it kind of goes beyond weight loss. It's like a tool for energy focus and even longevity further from that. Four, I'd say this would be biological age testing. And I love this only because I've been able to see my age constantly reduce itself year after year since I first started testing in 2015. Chronological age is just a number. And I always say, look, your age only matters on your driver's license. It's your biological age that tells the real story through epigenetic testing, your blood-based testing. And I show clients how lifestyle, training, stress, and diet are either accelerating or reversing their true age. And reverse, the silent aging to prevent disease. Spotlight on habits, good or bad, and making sure that they have the greatest impact and set meaningful, motivating longevity goals. Because it's phenomenal when you see what can accelerate it and what can decrease that aging process. Number 5, HRV and sleep wearables. I wear these all the time, and I have been, again, wearing them for years. So the heart rate variability and advanced sleep tracking are, I believe, the backbone of performance optimization and convenience. It's so easy. Your HRV shows immediate impact of stress, sleep, recovery, kind of guiding you when to push and when to pull back. Because as entrepreneurs or athletes, we tend to overtrain. Mentally, we're motivated, but sometimes the body just cannot keep up. And sometimes less is more. We're able to progress if we do a little less. So sleep data reveals like deficits in sleep, restorative sleep, issues with late night eating or caffeine if you're a slow caffeine metabolizer, or underlying hormonal misfires. And you can adjust your activity, nutrition, and recovery based on the evidence, not just trial and error. So I like to use this data with every client. So, DNA, blood panels, CGMs, you name it. I think all of it has a place, like I said, with a pinch of salt. But let me paint a picture on how these tools could come together for real sustainable results and how I use it. So you can glance at your sleep wearable. You see that you've got 80% restorative sleep, which could be good, but your HRV shows mild stress from yesterday. So plan today's calls for like moderate activity or machines and cables instead of free weights, and maybe an anti-inflammatory breakfast. And your custom supplement protocol built by your DNA and blood data could focus on the nutrients, macronutrients or micronutrients you may actually need. And then midday, you scan, let's say, at your CGM app, and you notice that yesterday's lunch, even though it's healthy, shot your glucose much higher and longer than expected. So we adjust it. Optimal for more suitable balance of carbs, fats, and protein, and maybe ensuring that you're eating your protein first, then your fats, and then your carbs last. So this goes based on your genes and based on real-time data. And then afternoon, let's look at the wearable update that suggests that you're fully recovered. Now it's a good time to push it a bit harder in your workouts. You use breathing exercises maybe to elevate your HRV. You go outside, you ground, you earth, take in some sunlight. So we can elevate your HRV, so we can maybe train a little bit later as opposed to in the morning when you weren't fully recovered. And then you can get obviously your microbiome and genetic feedback. And then let's move into the evening. You receive your biological age check-in. In the last few months of fine-tuning your nutrition and supplements, you've shaved like 1.5 years off your biological age marker compared to the year before. And adjustments are made to address sleep quality, possibly shifting supplement timing or adding magnesium, tailored specifically to your sleep gene profile. And there's just proven benefits for clients when you're following this. It could be faster fat loss, muscle gain, consistent energy, mental focus, better recovery and performance, improved health markers, of course, for your health span, and lifelong motivation. Because when you see your DNA, blood, and biomarkers shift, it does bring a level of motivation far beyond just trying harder, because you see it there. And I absolutely love it. To me, it's like it's gamification. I'm not into Nintendo or Mario Karts. I was at one time. This is my game now, and I absolutely love it. But, if you're there thinking, oh, this is only for athletes or the wealthy, it really isn't. DNA, gut, and wearable tech are now very, very affordable and widespread for every budget. And, of course, it evolves, but these personalized plans kind of evolve as you do. But I'll talk about a couple of success stories from recently from some of my clients. So I had one client come to me with a lot of stubborn body weight, basically, or fat, and it just wouldn't budge. And it turns out her genes made her sensitive to saturated fat. And her blood test found hidden B vitamin deficiencies. And within months of our new plan, she broke through the plateau, felt much more energized in the first time of year, and started finally losing her fat. I have another client who is a very high functioning entrepreneur, but struggled with stress and burnout. And we used HRV and sleep trackers to rebuild his schedule and his nutrition for optimal recovery. We decreased the frequency of his workouts, and we saw marked improvements in energy, focused, and reversed his biological age at an accelerated rate. And then I had a parent recently whose child faced focus and mood challenges. And once we ran their microbiome and DNA tests, we adjusted the diet and targeted supplements. And eventually, about 4 months after, their grades, their energy, their happiness, and their attention to focus greatly soared, greatly improved. So, there is something to be said for this. And, that's why I wanted to share it with you today. So, with my clients, I always, if they are on the VIP Plus plan, I'll always have like DNA tests for sensitivities, fitness responses, blood glucose, the advanced blood work, biological age, HRV, sleep data, all of this to actually help them create not just a template or generic plan, but something that is kind of data driven with me as the coach as well. And I'm sure there's lots of other coaches out there that are doing the same. I'm not blowing my own horn here by any means. I'm just saying, even if you didn't want me as a coach, this stuff is available to you. And, I can make it available to you. You contact me, which DNA test you use, which CGM test you could use. I can share that. That's not a problem. But, what you can do today is crazy. You know what to eat, when to eat, how to train with confidence. Take only the supplements that move the needle for you in the amounts that your body actually needs. And you can kind of track these results before you hit a wall or a plateau or health issue, So these real transformations basically start with you and the resources that are available for you. There are now tools to get you there. And every client I guide gets a deeply customized data-driven approach. But I do have a hybrid approach to that, using instinct, using the check-ins, using the pictures, using the body fats, and obviously, then the data with the biological age. And sometime during the year, what I like to do personally is review my goals, my current health. I refer to my DNA testing, my blood panels, my real-time glucose, biological age, HRV, sleep optimization, etc. And I tailor then my program specifically to my goals at that time. And I do the same for my VIP Plus clients. And this is no sales pitch. It's just a real proven strategy that I like to share. And if you want your results to be as unique as your biology, then you have all these tools available to you. But if you do want to have me as your trainer, then you can just reach out to me on Instagram, DM me. And of course, we can have a conversation about it. It is not a sales pitch, but I did want to share this with you because I feel the future is just going to continue to evolve and make it more convenient to the fact that we have so much accountability on our hands. It'll feel like that we've got 10 personal trainers working for us all the time. But anyway, if you do have any questions about any of this that I've discussed today, please do reach out to me. You can comment, like, subscribe. And of course, if you did like this podcast, or you do like this podcast, please share it with someone. And please do leave me a review so we can keep the Kris Gethin Podcast lights on. Until next time, thank you very much. We are out.